Hey there, Cancer. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to go ahead and get into a reading for you. This is the general energy read for the month of March 2024. And yeah, if you are new here, you like the way I read, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to comment, go for it. And if anybody is seeking a personal reading, you can contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. So, Cancer, you have justice as your main energy this month. It's the overall energy here. It's justice, Libran energy, but it's also one of honesty, setting things straight, being very direct in our approach when it comes to our communication, to realigning with what's right, what's fair. There's a lot of fairness in this situation, okay? You have a little kid being punished here by their mother with a wooden spoon about to get a spanking. Maybe actions have been childish when it comes to, what is right, what is correct in a situation. So let's get into this a little bit more. Also, you have your oracle energy as the thinker. Now, the thinker is it's a card of strategy. It's a card of, making plans and like executing something so it's just right. Okay, it's a lot of logical, analytical thinking here, and feels like for some of you, we may have a lot of consideration in regard to how to go about making something right, how to change a situation, to expand upon it, to emphasize the truth within it. Okay. For your action, your approach in this situation throughout this month, we have the Seven of Wands. This is an interesting energy just because the Seven of Wands often talks about being a bit guarded, but also needing to look at a situation through a fresh set of eyes, to be detail-oriented, but also be willing to see another perspective, be beyond what you can see. Oftentimes it's having a vantage point when we are able to look at something differently than how we have before. And in this picture, you have a toilet being brushed here by 7 little brushes. I feel here too, Cancer, for some of you, we need to really consider how we connect here or communicate whatever it is, just because if we don't do this right, it almost feels like it could go in the shitter. That's what it feels like here. So your approach is to be very mindful, to look at situations from all angles, and to be very strategic in how you approach them. Okay, it's a lot of strategy, but also do so with a open mind and a fresh set of eyes. You don't know every single thing. With your with your communication, with people, with your family, with whomever, if there's apologies or whatever that's going on here, clearing up something, you have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is one of, well, it's kind of a card of stagnancy, but also it's not moving forward because we are so in our head about something that we don't know how it's going to, we don't know the outcome of what's going to happen. And so it's like we're kind of in this freeze mode. Here, we need to bring justice to something. We need to, and this may also be people in your own life. Maybe they're having a difficulty communicating some energy of burying the hatchet, clearing something up, finalizing some sort of situation that went awry. I feel here too, for some of you Cancers, it's important for you to be able to look within where you've been very, very shut off here. I'm seeing this right now. So if you look at this card, we have this little thinker here, the fairy, but also there's this face that's coming through this very hard wall, this brick. It's like, where have we been shut off in this past energy? Where have we been so restrictive and so hard in something, our view in something, or our perception in something, that it's now asking us to pay attention to it rather than just thinking about all the other potentials? What about that thing that we don't want to think about? That's too revealing. That's too vulnerable. What is that energy, Cancer? Because that may actually lead you out of whatever kind of, I guess, stagnation. mental stagnation we're going through. With your health energy, you have the Ten of Cups. This is actually a beautiful energy, okay? Ten of Cups talks about support from family. It talks about emotional health rising. It can also talk about your emotions and your, I guess, your happiness significantly increasing. It's like the final energy right there with the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of positivity with that. I do want to say, though, for some of you, be careful about drinking, just because we have, yes, this is a cups card and, suit in this deck, but like there's a lot of alcohol here. So I do want to say, for those of you, some of you need to be mindful about alcohol consumption here, especially with justice. Sometimes we need to figure out how to be happy without substances on board. That may be something that we're trying to figure out here so that we can have a better outcome overall. But either way, emotions very, very high and very, very positive here. Also, definitely proper hydration. I want to say that. That sounds so cheesy, but it's true. Proper hydration. With your finances, you have the Five of Swords. Cancer, it's important that you be mindful of situations in work where people, or the people that you work for, work under, the people that you serve, where are you being cut down? Where are you having people kind of like lay into you and not pay attention to what you actually do provide? It's like they nitpick, they're problematic, they're hurtful in their approach. It's like either they want you to be very cookie cutter and they don't recognize like your commitment to detail, but also in a different way. It's like they want you to be very, very cookie cutter, or they don't appreciate the approach that you provide. Here, it's important that you try not to let that get so caught up in your head. It's less about you and more about them, is what I feel. And it's important for you to be very mindful in how you communicate that to somebody, because it feels like you are providing a lot for others, but like their nitpickiness and their, I just want to say like abuse of you is not going to fly. It's not okay. It's not helpful, and it's not going to be something that can carry on this connection here. So if it continues, it's almost as if like I feel like you're going to be cutting yourself out of a role. Okay. Because that is fair. So moving forward here, when it comes to love, emotions, and connections, your relationships here, you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is an interesting energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy, whichever it is, if it's not that sign, make up whatever. Oftentimes, this is going to be somebody that you feel very attracted to, or that you view as very attracted. For some of you, this is you being very attractive in somebody else's life. Here, though, in this Queen of Wands energy, it's almost as if like I feel like a nagging energy, to be honest with you, Cancer. There's one where it's like the Queen of Wands is about self-direction, moving forward with certain things, that actually stabilize life. They go after what they truly want. Here, it's almost as if like she's sitting here on this chair with her broom and she's pointing this way. It's like, well, come on. What do you want to do? Come on, make it happen is kind of what I'm picking up here. So if you're dealing with a person, or if somebody is dealing with you, there's this energy of like wanting to create something in a stable way, but how it happens is through communication, through clarity. And I feel here that there's almost too much strategy happening in how we go about this. It's very important that we speak up. Don't let your mind rule the show. Speak up. If you can speak up through your heart, that's worth so much more than like having this, I almost want to say like a very strict play-by-play of how something is going to happen here. It feels like we need to just take action, a lot of action here with the Queen of Wands, and look at things from a different angle. Allow yourself to also be open to hearing other people's directions, how they feel about things, how the situation may have not been something comfortable for them, and so they cut themselves out. Why did they do that? Ask all the questions. Be open to the answers. I feel here with that, somebody might be overthinking a situation here, Cancer, and it's getting in the way of actual potential happening rather than just actually communicating. It's like we're spinning our wheels trying to figure out the perfect way to do something. There is no perfect way, just do it, and then get that ball rolling and in motion. When you do that, change happens. So that is what I have for you. I hope that things are helpful here. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and if you want to comment, go for it. And personal readings at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. Get at me, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye, Cancer.